Welcome to What's Happening, where we focus on events here in the city of Lynn. Here with me today to discuss the Lynn Community Association's 2015 MLK Junior Service Day, we have Mary Trahan, Treasurer of the Lynn Community Association, and Tyron, Hawkins, President of the Lynn Community Association. Guys, thanks for being here today. I just want to get into the event. I want to talk about the organization, but first and foremost, let's learn a little bit about who you guys are and how you're involved. Mary, we'll start with you.
I'm Mary Trahan, and I was imported from Atlanta about 10 years ago, and I actually founded the Lynn Community Association and was past president, and so I've been around the whole time.
Okay. Now, Tyron, you're the new president over there. How's the transition been from VP to president?
Pretty well.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now, your responsibilities, have they changed at all?
No.
No,
Pretty
still
much
the same thing.
Yeah.
Lynn's focused, community, all that stuff.
Exactly.
We're here to discuss the 2015 Martin Luther King Junior Service Day here in Lynn. It's the 4th annual. We talked a little bit before the show. It's an outstanding event. What they do is they grab all these organizations in Lynn to get together to do some community service right here in your own great city of Lynn. I'd like to talk a little bit about the event. January 19th, 2015, from 10 a.m. to 4 p.m., you're supposed to go down to Girls Inc.,
Right.
50 High Street in Lynn, Massachusetts. You can jump on to www.lynnmlkday.org for more information. Volunteers are a big part of it. Let's talk about the event and its cause, some of the past successes. Who wants to take this one?
I'll take it.
Cool.
We started out in 2012, and that year we didn't have so many projects, but they were quite successful. We did some cleanup at the Y. We did the lunch at my brother's table, and that's been successful, and the food project has done that again for us every year, and they're doing it again this year. We've done some painting projects all over the city. Last year we did the large room at the Grand Army of the Republic Museum,
Right.
which turned out fantastic. And this year we're going to be doing a little bit of painting at the Lynn Library in the children's room. And we've not had any projects that I'm aware of that were failures, and so they've all been very well done and very well attended, and over the years we've increased substantially the number of volunteers we've had every year. And last year we had, I think, 215. This year we want to exceed 250.
Cool.
And when they go on to that LynnMLK site, they can register there. We do want them to pre-register because we need to know how many volunteers to be set up for.
Okay. Now, Tyrone, there are two aspects to this. One, you have to grab projects, and then you have to get volunteers. Volunteers, reaching out via social media. I'm sure there's a bunch of ways that you can do it. I know registration has closed for projects,
Right.
But for the future, how do you go about in gaining these projects? How do you reach out to these organizations?
Basically, we just a lot of word of mouth. I mean, we're already in an umbrella of different organizations anyway, so it's kind of like they help us as well because we're all in the collective. So we just basically just get out there and just get the word out, basically, and
Okay.
hopefully next year we'll make it even bigger.
Yeah, word of mouth has worked better
Right.
for you than print or any of that stuff.
Right.
Definitely in this community, I'd say word of mouth is the easiest way to get credibility, without a
Right.
doubt, because there are so many folks out there that are entwined in this deep circle here in Lynn. So if you can get somebody to say, hey, this guy's doing some good work, that might make a difference of instead of having 10 people, you have 50 now.
Right.
So word of mouth, sounds like you guys are doing that right. January 19th, 2015, 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. Go down to Girls Inc. at 50 High Street. This is for the Lynn Community Association's 4th annual Martin Luther King Jr. Service Day. Well, let's talk a little bit more about the event as we go on to the program. We'll talk about some of the history that you guys have had. But I'd like to focus on the Lynn Community Association. What is your focus? What do you guys do?
Well, main goal obviously is to promote pride and ownership in the Lynn community through beautification.
Yeah, okay. Yeah.
Education, recreation, and neighborly relationships.
Absolutely.
So that lovey-dovey type of community.
Absolutely.
Yeah, it's all about bringing people together.
You know, it's interesting. You said that you guys started in 2012.
With the MLK Day.
The MLK Day, 2012. When was the Lynn Community Association established?
In 09.
2009. Was there any reason behind it? I mean, like, what drove you to do it?
Well, I at that time was walking a dog on the beach every day, and there was just a lot of trash down there, and every day I would take like 10 or 15 like grocery bags to the beach with me, and I would fill them all up just walking my dog. That was on maybe multiple trips in one day, but I thought that was just unbelievable that someone would have a beach and let that happen to it. And I would have children coming up to me like, "What are you doing?" I'm picking up the trash. Why? And I said, "Because it doesn't belong here." And then we had other things going on in the neighborhood and some break-ins and what have you. And I found out that a lot of my neighbors didn't know one another. And I said, "Well, why don't we know each other? Why aren't we our brother's keepers? We should be. We all need somebody now and then, even if just to say hi." And so I just got together with a few people I knew in the neighborhood, and we started talking, and we said, "Okay, let's do this." We were going to do initially a garden club, and after the first time we met, it was determined that we wanted to go much farther than any garden club.
Yeah.
And so we just did it.
Mary, we said before the program that working with you guys on the show you guys are one of my favorite Lynn people, and you're from Atlanta. It's a great example. I mean, Mary, I don't know if anybody's ever told you this, but it's a great example of go out and do something. Here we are, we've got a woman who's not even native to Lynn, taking pride in her community because she's a part of it. You talk about things like neighborly love and working together and community. I mean, that is how this country is going to come back, and it starts with people like you. And it's not just this, it's leading through example, grabbing trash bags, heading down to the beach and doing what you do. So I gotta commend you. You jazz me all up. I just wanna jump up and down right now. So volunteers are a big part of this, okay? You guys are still looking for volunteers. Yeah. How do people get involved?
Well, in this particular event, they just need to go on to www.lynnmlkday.org and click on register and go in and sign up. There's a whole list of on the form to sign up of all the different projects, and they can choose the projects that they want to work on this time. We have everything from making Valentines, which is suitable for every age, and even from 3 years old up. And this is the first year that for those who need daycare for their children, we have daycare for kids from 3 to 7. And if they're allergic to any kind of foods, parents will have to bring their own foods. Otherwise, we do have refreshment there for the volunteers and the children. Levita is going to be with us this year, and they're going to do the child care. And that's just wonderful. And if you don't mind my digressing a little bit here,
let's go.
I need to make sure that we recognize the Massachusetts Service Alliance, who makes this possible with most of our funding.
Okay.
And
Girls Inc.
And also through the UGenerate website, we get volunteers from on a statewide basis, and we get people from outside Lynn who come in. But also we have Girls Inc. has been a very strong supporter of this event from the very beginning, as well as the food project. And this year we have some new people on board as well. And that includes Levita volunteered last year, but this year they're in on the planning. They're one of our co-sponsors. We have a new sponsor this year in the Grace United Methodist Church has come on, and they're bringing in a couple of nursing homes that we're going to do service projects at. And the United Way of, I think it's Merrimack Valley, is coming in and joining us this year. So it's still just growing and growing, and we're happy with that. We love to see that happen and have the new sponsors. And for those of you out there who wonder what you can do and you have money to donate, We do still need about $500 in matching funds, so any small amount would help. And you can donate that at our website as well, where it says donate. Just click that button and get out your credit card, fill in the blanks.
Outstanding, awesome. Thank you guys for coming in. Really appreciate it. This is the 4th annual Lynn Community Association Martin Luther King Service Day. It's going to be held January 19th at Girls Inc. from 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. You can come down volunteering. We need volunteers. You can jump on to www.lynnmlkday.org. Mary Trahan and Tyron Hawkins, guys, thanks for being here from the studio here at Lynn Cam TV. I'm your host, Sean Donahue, wishing you all the best.